PvPvE, oh my. It's not called Bloodbourne, but if you squint your eye. Nintendo has published its creator's voice interview with Duskbloods director Hidetaka Miyazaki. He had quite a bit of interesting things to say about the game. First up, how did the game end up being developed for the Switch 2? Well, apparently it started with a meeting with Nintendo with a rough outline for the game FromSoft wanted to make for the Switch 1 with a small team. However, shortly after starting, Nintendo brought them details on the Switch 2, and they decided to scale up efforts and development with it in mind. The Switch 2's online features also encouraged them to pursue their original idea in as true a fashion as possible. Structurally, the game is a PvPvE format, online multiplayer at its core, where players fight both environmental enemies as well as each other. FromSoft has been wanting to pursue this angle for a while, as it lets them leverage their enemy design abilities alongside the elements of PvP play. Though Miyazaki did take time to note that this isn't a signal that they intend to only produce multiplayer-focused titles going forward. The cast of characters that the player controls are known as Bloodsworn, people who have obtained superhuman abilities through the power of special blood, essentially a less monstrous type of vampire. The Bloodsworn are competing for something known as First Blood, which flows through an event known as the Twilight of Humanity. They're summoned across a variety of different times and places to do this. This is also the explanation behind the environmental variety seen in the trailer, with variances from the Gothic, Victorian, and early modern period, but also with jetpacks and trains, of course. Blood also holds a conceptual meaning in the game. The history it holds, the power it passes, the fates it weaves, and the marker of those who have surpassed limitations of their own humanity. The Bloodsworn's superhuman abilities are meant to make their action more dramatic than anything seen in previous titles. Even the basics like sprinting, super jumps, and double jumps are designed to be dynamic and stress-free while complementing each character's unique abilities and weapons. The setting also allows for the depiction of firearms, and every character is equipped with some means of ranged attack. There are over a dozen characters, and they can all be customized. On the core gameplay loop, he had this to say: "The game has a hub area where players choose their characters, customize them, and enter multiplayer. Multiplayer supports up to 8 characters. At the end of a match, they return to the hub and are given some sort of reward, whether they win or lose. They use those rewards to customize further, rinse and repeat. Online matches typically are last man standing type affairs, but there are certain cases where the victory conditions will change, like teaming up to take down a powerful foe or other special circumstances, so both PvP and PvE parts play into victory conditions. Duskbloods implements victory points, which are responsible for the final outcome of the match. You can get them from direct combat, but it's not the only way. There's plenty of room for opportunistic behavior to win the day. Each character also has a summonable assist to help them in combat. There's an event system which can alter the course of the match, spawn enemies, and create new objectives. Think the giant stone face in the sky we saw in the trailer. These type of things are there to make it so the non-PvP type players have plenty to enjoy. This also includes non-match personal goals to achieve that have separate rewards. For the lore lovers out there, this is accomplished with the various character customization options that are unlocked. Every piece gives more info about the character, the world, and the story. Their, quote, blood, history, and fate. Those are the elements the player is customizing. Players will get assigned roles that give them special responsibilities and objectives for unique interactions and relationships between players. For example, a destined rival they're tasked with defeating, or destined companion they'll want to assist. These come with special rewards, and players can assign them in customization. And one last little piece of info. What the rat doing? It's the game's equivalent of a firekeeper. FromSoft wanted to make something a bit cuter for Nintendo, but it's actually an elderly gentleman, and will probably be voiced that way. Alright, let's talk about some new releases. There are plenty of those today. Check out the list. Monster Hunter Wilds gets an update. My Little Universe, The Innovator Origins. Tetris, the Grandmaster 4, Absolute Eye. Is this game trying to kill me? Knock on the Coffin Lid. Commander Quest. SWAT Commander Prologue. Dot Defense. Monster Care Simulator. Gnomes. Feudal Bros. Tono-sama number 1. I don't know, man. King's Orders. Chronicles of Battle. Hey, if you like the show, make sure to subscribe on YouTube for more gaming news, long-form media videos, music, and live streams. You can also follow me on X, @LittleKnownFact, and @KnownFact on Blue Sky. Finally, if you need some music, I'm available for commission on VGen as Known Fact. See you guys tomorrow.